Hey, how we doing, guys?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back.
Yeah, Joe here.
Kevin.
Another episode of Schitt's Creek here for you guys.
Yeah, I got all early on excited for this one, and
Yeah,
we do Schitt's Creek and West Wing on the same day, which is makes Mondays a really fun day for us.
yeah, we do a funny and do a serious,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
it's, it's kind of nice.
yeah, it is a really nice day, and get up, get that shower, get you going. True story. I was thinking about this morning when I was
Mhm.
getting ready for this. I was like, when I was in college, I spent an entire year, because I get in the shower all exhausted before class, right?
Of course.
And I spent for one whole year, I had a CD player in my bathroom, and I would play the same Neil Diamond greatest hits CD every morning because I'd get it in like, oh my god, I want to kill myself. I don't want to go. I don't want
Yeah,
to go to school today. And then I'd get out, shot, and be like, oh, Crackling Rosie, get on board. It was like that was my pump
yeah.
me up, wake up music in the morning
Just
was Neil
picture you
Diamond.
sudsing up to Sweet
Oh, I'm
Caroline,
telling you,
crying.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. How about you? Do you have it? Do you listen to music when you get ready in the morning?
Third Eye Blind.
Okay, see,
Yeah,
absolutely.
there's nothing better than listening to Jumper while you're in the
Yeah,
shower,
of course.
contemplating life.
Yeah, I have an Alexa now, so I'm getting. I was like, Alexa, play me some Jim Croce.
I got a name.
Exactly. I have digressed.
But
Back with Schitt's Creek. We're having right along with this, and I'm really kind of excited where we're going with the characters. Here's the deal: I feel like our character arcs have gotten to a point now where I'm selfishly saying, where do we go story wise now? You know what I mean?
sure, it's
Does
it's
that make sense? We've
no,
done so
no, it
much
does.
character work. It's like, okay, great. How do we advance story now? Because like Johnny taking over at the hotel with Stevie was a really important story turn, right?
Yeah,
Patrick and David doing the opening the general store, really important story wise.
yeah.
And I feel like we haven't done a lot with story this season
They're kind of
early on.
merging it a little bit now.
Right,
It's
right.
it's like so the story's taking a backseat a little bit to
To
like character
character,
growth,
right?
right?
Yeah,
So now that Alexis is having her growth, we're kind of following her with her whole idea for the singles week
that's true. I'm that, and
or
I think
singles night or singles week. I
I
think
think it's singles week
yeah.
is what it's going to be. Yeah,
So I'm not sure if we're gonna see that this
I would
episode,
hope so. Well, maybe that's the episode, but I hope we see it.
but
You
they
know what I
brought
mean?
it up.
Yeah.
I think it is coming, and it's nice to see that. Like, all right, we're getting back to story, and it's really involving Alexis now.
Yeah, no, it is, and we kind of said on the last one. I know we have some recency bias because we focus so much on her
Yeah,
lately, but I feel like when you look back at like season one, I feel like she's come the farthest of the four roses.
she felt
They've
much
all
more supporting in the first season than she does now.
right. Like I feel like all of them obviously have grown,
Yeah.
but I felt like that first two seasons it was really about David,
Hmm.
kind of accepting,
Yeah.
that he
Even
wasn't happy
Johnny,
before, and Johnny,
because we
right?
spent a lot of time trying to figure out what Johnny's going to do.
Right,
Yeah,
and he's seen some growth since he started. He found something a project to really sink his teeth into, which is the
yeah.
motel, and
I also
obviously,
really found something.
and really Moira, who's as standoffish as it gets, is our fun little diva, is making a lot of friends throughout the town
I
and
was like, even
relationships.
she found
Yeah,
something. The
absolutely,
Madrigals, she's on city council.
sure, but I just feel like the one person that's come the farthest has to be Alexis, right?
It really has.
I
I mean,
I, I think.
going to school, finishing up school. Now she's the CEO of her own business.
And I thought it was really great that we got to see friends from her old life
Yeah,
come back to kind of remind not just her but us
yeah.
just how far she's come
What's
because that's who she was.
What's interesting is we've seen that for everybody. We've
Right.
seen everybody. Everybody that's in the family has had some form of figure of their past come back.
The David with the ex-boyfriend, the photographer, the ex-boyfriend.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Roses in season 2 when they went out to
Right.
dinner with
And
Jocelyn
their
and
rich
Roland.
snobby friends came
Yeah.
popped in. Yeah.
Now we had Alexis's version of that. Going forward from there, I don't know what else we really do because it kind of seems like they've all made peace with the past and
Right.
are moving forward
Exactly.
in a healthy way.
Right. Which is yeah. It was again. It was back to what I said. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, now we're now and David and Patrick have kind of made peace too.
Hmm.
So now what do we do story wise? Now that we got our characters into seemingly healthy places,
I don't know.
right? Yeah.
I feel like you can have a lot of fun with that though.
You can go anywhere,
I
right?
know, right? It's
You
like
can go
it's like a
anywhere.
fresh slate.
Yeah, it really is.
Hmm.
It's like, okay, all our characters have made these leaps. Now, what does that mean for the show and the town?
I'm not envious of the writers. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, we've like, okay, guys, we've really done a good plateauing here with the characters.
Uh-huh.
Now, what do we do?
Well,
Yeah,
what episode are we on here? I think we're on 11.
yeah, we're about at the end of the season,
So, I mean, I'm assuming we're going to get 3 more big episodes, right?
and probably introduce what season four will be about. Maybe
Hopefully. I don't know.
they've never done that
They
before.
have not.
You know what I mean? We've never gotten a real tease as to what's coming in the next season.
However, it always does end with a nice episode.
It does, yeah.
Season 1, eh,
But well, David ran away.
yeah,
David has breakdown.
but the
Yeah,
season 2 finale is still my favorite finale, I feel like. It
absolutely.
was so nice, So I want to see where they're going with the season 4's finale because season 3 also very nice, but it really showed the family is together.
Absolutely.
So I want to see where we're going forward with this.
I do too. I do too. I think it's a wide open book right now.
Me too.
All right. Do you want to welcome some Patreon subscribers for the weekend, guys? Mayor Michaud, Mark Michaud, sorry, I can't write. Jonas, Rachel Elizabeth, Jennifer Stump, Gilius, Jesus Perez, Brian J, Lydius, and Emma Needs Sleep. Welcome back. Thanks, guys, for being here. We really do appreciate it.
We do. Thank you, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello, hello.
If you don't mind hitting the like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the new content we have coming your way.
Yeah, and if you'd like to see the full reaction to this and every other episode of Schitt's Creek and everything else we watched or are watching, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. You'll see it all. Make sure you have your own copy to watch along with us. Of course, you can't just see the whole show on our Patreon page. That would be us stealing the show.
We don't
obviously.
steal. We're not pirates.
That's right. Arr. All right.
What rollout?
The Rosebud Motel rollout.
Who taught you rollout?
He is saying it a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
David, delivery dates are important when
He's
it
not
comes
wrong,
to client
yeah.
loyalty.
Okay.
Well, I can't pull the account because it's part of the rollout.
It's just that we don't want people adopting sad dogs. Like singles are sad enough,
Dead.
so we want the puppies to be.
Oh, they're doing
happy
pet
and
adoption for
fun
Singles
and
Week. That's
flirty.
clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Theodore, back for another meeting of the animals, I see.
Well, Mrs. Rose?
You know, you two are lovely little freaks. You two still manage to do things face to face, like people from before your time. Safe to say our animal-loving singles will be well placated.
Nothing to be concerned about. Just this.
Oh my God, what happened?
Oh man,
Oh, it's like an allergic reaction or something.
What are you doing?
she's allergic to that
I
probably.
know it's for the guests, but it's
Oh,
like
for
really
sure,
good
yeah.
stuff, and this is extra.
It's the lotion.
What?
David's lotion is giving you the rash.
No, I don't think it's the lotion.
Evie, why do you keep doing that?
I don't know, okay? It might be causing the rash, but it's also the only thing that's making it feel better.
This is the last thing we need in the middle of a rollout.
He does love saying that word.
I know.
I don't know if you heard, but I'm gonna have a little brother soon, so yeah, I couldn't miss that.
Yes, congratulations. And are you serious about having a venue for me?
I asked a friend of mine to keep an eye on it while I was away, and must have slipped her mind.
Oh my God.
Slipped my mind. I just didn't go. You are literally saving my life right now. I feel like I
Yeah.
should help you clean or water the plants or something.
I've been waiting for this moment.
She wants it.
Apparently, if they call your number, you get to stand in front of a judge.
David.
Oh, he's got a rash too.
Oh yeah.
Face.
I know my face. I know my face. It's a heat rash or something. I look like the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh my God. What happened to your arms?
Same thing that happened to your face.
What?
Your dad thinks it's your moisturizer.
Although this is a new batch. And we've already sold half the stock. Oh my
Oh
God.
no.
See?
Oh, boy.
I knew it. You were this morning acting like you were doing us a favor with the rollout.
Okay, this is one of our best-selling products.
Well-
I wonder what it could be.
I mean, it makes sense that it would be, if they change something,
Yeah, sure,
but
sure.
you're not supposed to change active ingredients on stuff like that.
We're
Yeah.
not. Well, if he's just ordering it though, then it's really on whoever supplies it.
I would think so too. Yeah.
The case you would be asked to decide is a misdemeanor embezzlement charge levied by the owners against their business manager, Mr. Albert Percy.
Embezzlement. No. I've seen this movie before.
Moira, this sounds like what happened to your family. This could be your out.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Man needs to be brought to justice.
Leave it to Stevie to get a rash from a moisturizer when she's sitting right next to poison oak.
Oh my God.
Where did you get those flowers, Mr. Rose?
Well, I talked to a few florists, and then I decided it was more authentic and back and
Oh my God.
some.
Well, there we go.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, Johnny, but I don't think poison oak is that expensive.
I don't know these people. The fact that my own world was ripped out from under me.
The court thanks and excuses prospective juror 75.
Moira's upset that she got out of jury. She didn't lie, which is good
Yeah.
because, hey, perjury's fun.
You must push for the maximum sentence.
Dismissing both juror 75 and juror
No.
23.
Moira ruined it for her.
This is the farthest I've ever gone.
Oh.
So will you be participating in Singles Week?
Oh, Mutt's making his
I'm
move.
trying to learn from my mistakes before making any new ones. What is happening?
I don't know. I just thought we were here. It's raining. It felt like nothing had changed.
Things have changed.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Good for you.
I agree. Yeah.
That's cool.
There's something I need to do.
She
But
gonna go
thank you
tell
for the talk
Ted how she
and for
feels?
finishing up.
Yeah, I
She
think
shouldn't
so.
do that
Obviously
either.
not going to help with that.
Unless she just wants to get it off her chest, but look, this is how I
Maybe,
feel. I
yeah.
can't hang out with you anymore.
I don't know. I think it's a fine line when you tell someone who's in a relationship that
Yeah.
you're like, by the way, I'm in love with you.
Yeah,
Oh, and he's going off
the
on the
batch must be
suppliers.
contaminated or something.
my
It's like
God.
some cream-borne virus.
Some cream-borne virus.
But it wasn't the moisturizer.
Well, at least he didn't let him get back on the
It
phone
was
and go off
poison
on you.
oak.
You did this, didn't you?
Well, you yourself must have thought it was a pretty flower.
We'll be canceling your account.
Yeah. I get it. I get why she wants to do this,
Yeah,
but
get it off her chest.
right. But it puts him in a bad position, though.
It does. He's very gracious.
Right.
Gracious though.
So, as you know, Singles Week has been taking up a lot of my time because this could be like a big step forward in my career. And
Hey.
the problem is, I've been having a hard time focusing on this exciting career opportunity because my mind has been elsewhere. I love you. I'm in love with you. And I know I really don't have any right to say that to you. I just feel like if I didn't tell you how I felt, I would literally go insane.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
The problem is it puts a lot of pressure on him now on how he has to act. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
I
get
can't
why.
keep that bottled up.
Right. It's a tough line she's walking for sure.
I understand that, like, he felt that way at one point in time, so like he
Right.
moved on.
He did.
You know, and
Like he didn't even consider it as a possibility when she went in to talk to him.
no, I mean, like,
He thought she was there to talk about the dogs. Yeah.
this is a case where no one's really in the wrong.
Right.
And I mean, like, maybe her earlier when she left him for Mutt,
Right.
she realizes that, but she has to own her mistakes, and she is.
I think so too. I think she's handled this as well as she can. Yeah.
And in terms of real life, you can't really go drop that bomb on somebody.
Right. That's the other side of it, you know?
For TV shows, though,
Right.
I'm a sap for this kind of stuff.
Of
You know,
course. And now you have to wonder, like, is he going to realize that he still loves her? Are we going to, is this going
I
to
think it
actually
does.
lead to them being back together? Or does it just change what their friendship is? I don't know.
I think it does. I don't know.
It's-
I don't know how you lay that bomb on somebody and it doesn't change the friendship.
Well, it's going to change it for sure, but I just don't know if it's going to change it to they date or he just, it's just he understands where she is and they just,
Well,
they're not the same together. You know what I mean? As friends.
something big's coming. We're headed towards the finale.
Right.
Which I don't know if it's the next episode or if there's 13 this
I
season.
think it's 13.
Okay. Well, still, regardless, there's a couple episodes left of the season, so it's going to come out in a big way.
Sure.
That being said, I think he does still care about her. I think he,
Oh, for
I
sure.
think he might still love her too. Honestly, he does a lot for her. He's very outgoing, but
Right.
also he's outgoing for a lot of people, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, his personality
Yeah.
is very gracious.
Yeah.
I want to know what you guys think, because there's a lot of nuance to that kind of situation. One, it's a situation that happens in real life, so
Yeah.
it's not something dumb the show's doing, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of situation people find themselves in the real world. Yes, it's honest, and it probably felt cathartic for her to be honest with him about it and be open with him about it. At the same time,
Mhm.
it puts a lot of emotional pressure on him. It like it takes a lot of weight off of her, but it turns around and puts it on him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's not just freeing. It's okay. I've taken a lot of my baggage, and now you're carrying it for me.
No, sure.
And I don't know what the right answer is because she wasn't happy keeping it to herself. She wasn't healthy keeping it to herself.
Well, then maybe it's a good thing then she said it.
Right. But then again,
It's
it may be rough for Ted
Ted.
now. Yeah.
Well, you know, if it's causing a rift for somebody,
Right.
you know, and keeping this friendship might not be the solution then.
Right.
So if she needs to say that and get it out there, but that means that's the end of the friendship, then that might be it might be what's best then.
Sure.
You know, and I don't think that's going to be the
I don't
case
think
in
that's
the
going to be
show.
the case either. There's no way we get rid of Ted. Ted is amazing.
But if something's eating you up like that and you need to get it out there, and it's hard for you to be somebody's friend, and that you're like, hey, I can't be your friend because
But she didn't say that. That's
she didn't
that's my
say that.
thing. Like if she would have said like I don't think we should like really associate much because I have feelings for you that you don't have for me.
Yeah.
I hope you respect my wishes that
Yeah.
we really can't be close.
Sure.
I think that would have been a different conversation
No,
than what
she
she
kinda
did.
shot her shot.
She shot her shot.
Yeah.
She really did just be like, by the way, I'm in love with you now. You know, and just put all of that on him.
well, ball's in his court, you know.
Right.
And Alexis is gracious too. If Ted's like, hey, I can't,
Right.
then she'll accept it.
And don't
And
you
she
think-
even said, she's like, I don't need you to say anything. She's
Right.
like, yeah, I'm sorry. I know you're happy, and I'm happy for you.
Yeah, but don't you think it's a little crappy
It is. No, it is.
to go
Especially
to be like, by the way, I'm in love with you to somebody who's in a relationship?
also, he was in love with her. He proposed to her,
Right. No, he was very much in
so
love
that
with her.
would really hurt.
Yeah.
It'd be really confusing.
Ted is not going to be in a good position in a good situation after this. He's not going to be in a good headspace. There's no way you could be.
However, I do eat up this rom-com stuff, man.
Oh, of
I'm a sucker
course,
for that stuff.
absolutely. And I think they would be great together. But you know what? We also met Heather, and she was great.
She's pretty great.
Yeah, and it was like, man, you don't like to see. I don't thruples, not thruples. This is more of a love triangle.
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said thruples. That's not the right word for this one.
Love
A love triangle is always uncomfortable to watch because it's like, God.
Yeah, Heather's nice. She's making quiches for
Yeah,
everybody. You know?
Usually when you have a television show where you have a love triangle, at least one decent person is going to get really, really hurt. You
Somebody
know what I
always gets
mean?
burned.
Yeah, someone's going to get very burned. It's probably going to be Heather.
Every time they have a love triangle in like a rom-com or something,
Right.
the third person's either like secretly horrible,
Right.
or
they find someone else
yes,
immediately.
exactly. It always works
They
out.
realize that their real love is right next to them all along. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Right. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. I just know that someone's going to get hurt at least for a while, and that
Yeah.
really kind of sucks because we're talking about what
Well,
looks like three decent people.
Maybe they're setting up the fourth season.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I think this is going to be a big issue in the fourth season, one way or the other.
I do too.
I don't think this is like a. By the way, I
Oh,
love
no,
you,
sorry,
and that's
fifth season.
yeah. We're in four. You're
Yeah,
right. You're
sorry,
right.
fifth season.
Man, we are really barreling towards the
I
end here.
know. I don't want it to end.
But yeah, I guess we'll see moving forward. But I do think this is going to be a big thing,
Yeah.
one way or the other. I wouldn't be surprised if Ted and Alexis get together because she's grown up so much, and now she's like, she wasn't mature enough to date someone like Ted. She even said so when she broke up with him.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough for you. You deserve someone better than what I really am. And now she's that person. So maybe.
So since we're at the end of this, basically at the end of season 4, what has been your favorite season so far?
It's got to be this one.
Yeah.
I think so.
I was just thinking that too. It's either
Yeah.
this or 2 probably.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Well, 3 is really good.
sure, and I've liked all 4 seasons. I really
too.
have, but they're all different. And so what we're really talking about is what's your aesthetic feel for, like which one do you enjoy the most, not which one's the best, because I don't know which one's the best. They're all very, very well done.
The
But
show's
this
very much like a ladder. It's like they're climbing the
That's
ladder of
exactly,
success. You know?
absolutely. It is a great progression on the show, great character progression on the show. So I would say this season, just because I like how far the characters have come. I really love the addition of Patrick. I know he came in the end of last season, but I feel like he really kind of became an integral part of the show this
He's
season.
definitely coming to his own.
Right, and like I said, where the rest of the characters are, I really like.
Me too.
I don't feel like the writing's gotten any better or worse.
It's
You know,
arguably gotten. Well, I feel like it's gotten a little
it's
better.
probably gotten a little bit better,
Yeah.
but I feel like it was always a well written, well done, well acted
for
show.
sure.
So it's not really about quality, but more about like what do I prefer? Like
Yeah. What
as-
stage do you like?
yeah, right, exactly. As a person, what do I enjoy watching the most of the 4 seasons? And I think it's this one.
And this is as high up in the mountain as we've been.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I kind of like that too.
Yeah. All right, we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
See ya.